It is Championship Sunday here in Austin as the #1 overall seed Texas gets ready to square off against Northwestern with a trip to the Super Regionals on the line. Now, if Texas wins today, they're headed back to the Supers for a 5th straight postseason.
Curveball on the inside there, too far in.
And a leadoff walk. Now, keep in mind, there is already somebody warming up in the Northwestern bullpen. Riley Grudzelanek, the freshman, third baseman, who has reached in 11 straight, lays down the bunt. Miller on to first and in time. Lauren Boyd was the top returning pitcher, but she ended up redshirting this year due to injuries. So Miller has had to fill that role, but now 2 aboard for Texas here in the first. Full count all the way. That one gets away from the catcher, Ray, and the runners advance into scoring position. Well, this is almost verbatim what we saw.
Skipping right under Emma Ray, normally the steady hand behind home plate.
And the bases will be loaded for the Longhorns here in the first. 3 walks by Miller. Team, she's hit the 5th most home runs in the nation by a Power 5 freshman this year. Swings at the first one, rips it to left. That'll bring home at least 1. Here comes a second run, and Texas is on the board. 2-0 Longhorns here in the first.
Well, this changeup over the heart of the plate, and with the amount of changeups that Miller has thrown, Katie Stewart waiting for it, ready for it. The freshman comes up big for Texas, plating 2 runs here early in the game.
Well, listen, Mike White has called this the deepest team he has ever had. It's not
gets all the notoriety, but behind her there are so many doing work, and Washington one of those.
Washington 3 for 3 yesterday against Northwestern. But here's the double play by the Wildcats to get out of the top of the first inning. But the #1 overall seed.
Just out of the excitement of living what your dream is. Your dream is to be in this situation, to be able to play in postseason, get to Oklahoma City. Tegan Kavan, the first opportunity here for that.
But issues a leadoff walk to Kansas Robinson. Oklahoma. Atwood lost it. Here comes Stewart charging in to make the grab. Out #1. Payoff pitch. Another pop-up. And Stewart there yet again. Well, don't miss a minute of the action from the NCAA soft to the Super Regionals. The winner of this regional, as Katie is plunked by Kavan, the winner of this regional faces the winner of the A&M regional, but she's got a strong bat as well. Most home runs by a freshman in the Big Ten this year, but swings and misses at that one for an inning-ending strikeout. Kavan gets out of a jam, 2-0 after 1.
Set that changeup. You can see Texas already in the box, expecting changeup, going to exploit it with bunts when they can, like Jolie Mitchell just did.
And a quick out, Jolie Mitchell, the transfer from Notre Dame, retired. But the defense helping end the frame with a double play. And there is another walk from the senior. So again, Kate Drohan, here's a player the Longhorns call postseason Bella. Bella Dayton lays down the bunt and delivers again. The most important time of the year. The order. That one misses. Dayton is going, and she is thrown out. We told you Emma Ray had one of the best young arms in the nation, and she showed it off there. Two aboard. This one smashed to deep right field, and that leaves the yard. A 3-run bomb from Mia Scott. her second of the weekend.
Is the power numbers for the junior. Sitting on a changeup up in the zone. She goes up to get that one, drives that clear over right field. But Texas on time with that changeup and making Ashley Miller pay right now.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom awfully tough. So now for the St. Francis, including that elimination game last night. Martinez to right field. That's going to drop in. Looked like it may have jammed her, but ends up with the hit.
Got hot second half last year, worked in the offseason. That work in the offseason is paying off.
Swing and a miss. How about that? A strikeout of Atwood by Grudz-Alanek.
Together, and she said, you know, when we started, it was always a dream. We both went our separate ways as assistants, and we're like, maybe one day.
Bridget Donahue retired by Martinez.
Spot is truly a testament of how they coach, and she says, we are teachers. We teach the game, we teach every aspect, and all of them do that.
But there's a strikeout by Kavan, her second of the day. Back-to-back strikeouts by the freshman. And a leadoff walk issued to Katie Stewart.
Run, the transfer into the throw, so quick.
Back-to-back walks, now Ford walks. They have to trust their defense, but that hasn't been the case today. A number of walks as Jolie Mitchell again swinging at the first pitch. Out number one.
Struggle.
Henry to left center field. Zidak slides over to make the grab. Out number two. Talk to Texas head coach Mike White coming up after.
Intensity with Bella Dayton in the postseason.
Back up the middle, that'll find its way to center field. Here comes Katie Stewart, the throw home, and she is out at the plate. That one popped way up in the air. Atwood sliding makes the grab. Called strike three. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Kavan. Lifts one to shallow right. Washington backs up to make the grab. And that'll do it. 5-0 after 3. It's a pretty good sign. Ashton Maloney drops down the bunt. Grudz-Alanek on to first. Not in time. Sends that one to left field. A towering fly ball to Zidak.
Yeah, career, but pretty cool to see that play out here in this regional.
Two young, talented shortstops hailing from the Phoenix area, and this one delivers again. That'll reach the wall. Martinez racing around second, and here comes Ashton Maloney heading home. That's an RBI triple for Vivi Martinez.
Well, Vivi Martinez hitting against the shift. You see the infield playing up the middle. Right field was over, but she has pulled the ball twice today right down this right field line. She sees the shift trying to hit against it. A triple for the sophomore.
Again, this is the 3rd highest scoring team in the nation. Texas came in averaging about 8 runs per game. All but one Texas starter has reached base safely. Atwood pops this one up. 2 away. Needless to say, a hot day in Austin. The umbrella's out. Some glaring. Stewart gives this one a ride to right field, but it dies down in the glove of Nader. But Texas tacks on another.
She is a cutie and absolutely love the sign.
That one grabbed by Mia Scott on to first. Angela Zidak retired. Well, we're talking about your fans here. I do have to.
Has been key for Texas down the stretch.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout from a deficit to beat St. Francis on Friday night 7-2. Ray earns a walk here. And keep in mind, listen, Texas struck early yesterday against the Wild. 0-2 on the way from Kavan. Called strike three. She does it again. 6 strikeouts for the freshman so far. It remains a
leg up, especially when in your region, when you're able to boast that you have the #1 stadium in that area.
Alyssa Washington backhanded in the hole by Donahue. Didn't get the out, but she has made tremendous plays all weekend long. Great effort by the sophomore. And there's her first base hit of the day. Every Longhorn has reached today. And the rest singles. Caden Henry to center field. Lindsay reaches up and makes the grab. And tagging and moving over to third is Washington. 29 runs on the year. Over to second, Robinson, the toss to first. That records the second out, but that will bring home another run. 7-0 Texas.
Horns.
Yeah, your coach tells you, hey, you may have a new role this year. You may not start. A lot of players would hit the portal. Simmons did not. She flies out to left field. Top of the 5th in the books. Texas makes it ace.
One of the longest at-bats against Tegan Kavan so far in this game.
But there is strikeout number 7 for the freshman. Well, Caitlin Clark and the Fever highlight our ESPN WNBA matchup.
Hitters hit certain pitches, and when they don't.
Strikeout number 8. Bottom of the 5th inning. The 3-2. Got her! Kavan has tied a career high with her 9th strikeout of the game. Scott sends one to left field. Zidak is there. The A&M Regional could be Texas and Texas A&M. He found that intriguing. We'll see if that does take place. A dart off the bat of Munoz. Martinez reaches for the 4th time today. How common is that? That one to left. That'll drop in. There's her first base hit of the ball game.
Well, for a good hitter, I believe it's pretty common, especially when they think.
Stewart over to short. Donahue. Toss to second for 1. And Stewart beats out the throw over at first. Hitting a career high 361 this year. 366 with runners in scoring position. That one snared by Katie over at third. And the top half of the frame comes to an end. It remains a 7-0 game here in the regional. Pitch number 80 on the day from the freshman. Again, making her postseason debut. And that is now 5 straight strikeouts for Tegan Kavan and a career.
Change-up combo has been the bread and butter for Kavan.
Katie Stewart calling for it, 2 away. Kavan with 2 away. Lifted to deep left field. Dayton looks up, and that one is off the base of the wall. And the no-hitter is over. Angela Zidak with a...
Sounds different off her bat. That was a powerful double for Zidak to break up the no-no.
And then the inning comes to an end. 7th on the way here in the regional final. Texas.
Mindset and physically not trying to do too much.
That'll find its way into left center field. Mitchell with her 2nd hit. The freshman Cunningham. Underneath it for out number 1.
Her career at Arizona. Head coach there, Caitlin Lowe, one of the best outfielders who have ever played the game.
Over to second, Robinson on to second for 1. It's everywhere. Just accept that's the case as Maloney sends one to left field, and here we go. Bottom of the 7th on the way. In the regional final, Texas has Northwestern down to their final 3. Count 0-2 to fellow freshman Emma Ray. Strikeout number 11.
Sunday to a Friday, everyone will have enough rest and abilities to get in the bullpen and work on some things.
12 strikeouts on the day for Cavan. Unreal. Just 1 out away from 50. And moving on in the postseason. And there it is, Texas, you are headed back to a super regional. What a gem by Tegan Cavan. Great job by the Wildcats, winning the Big Ten regular season title for the 3rd straight year season. Well done for Kate Grohan's squad. Texas now faces the winner of Texas A&M and Texas State.